CJ Goos, and I'm doing my speech on the benefits of beef. Who in their right mind doesn't like a nice juicy steak? I know I do. Beef is a staple for many meals, and with all the nutritional benefits that go along with the wonderful taste, there's no reason that it should not remain as one. I've begun to notice that many consumers are very ignorant when it comes to their beef and how it's raised and where it comes from, all sorts of different facets of the product. I feel that it's my job as a beef producer to inform the public and the consumers of the way beef is raised and all the things that go into the steak that you guys so enjoy. I've been around and raising cattle throughout my life through 4-H, FFA, and I've worked on a feedlot for most of my life. And a couple months ago I took a Masters of Beef Advocacy course and became a beef advocate. I am also studying livestock production at Southeast Community College in Beatrice. Beef is a safe, nutritious, and natural way of receiving protein and some essential nutrients. Anybody who eats beef and doesn't know exactly where it comes from and has concerns about it should inform themselves on the subject. Beef is a safe and nutritious product that tastes great and is easily available. So first I will explain where beef comes from and how it really is. How safe it really is. Then I will tell how nutritious it is. So let's get started with some information on how beef is raised and where it comes from. Beef producers are often misconstrued as bad guys in the food industry. And it's really all just because of one or two people that make bad decisions and shouldn't be raising livestock in the first place. They ruin the entire reputation of the whole industry, so that's a bad deal. 90% of the cattle that are in feedlots today are implanted. Implants increase muscle growth in cattle just by replacing hormones and just replacing hormones basically in cattle. And an implant's just a little thing that you stick between the calf's skin and the cartilage in the backside of their ear. Implants are thought to be a bad thing, but like I said, they're just a supplementation, or they replace hormones that the cattle already produce naturally. Cattle are also fed ionophores, which are fed to help control disease like coccidiosis, which is really spreads really quick and it's really hard to treat. But those all do have withdrawal periods on them of 30 to 60 days, so that gives the animal's system time to clean out before it goes to slaughter. Slaughterhouses also have meat inspectors on staff at all times. They go through and they check the meat to make sure there's no antibiotics, no unnatural synthetic substances in the beef from the producer feeding that cattle or treating them with some kind of antibiotics or whatever synthetic material. That's just there to ensure your safety as a consumer. Like I said before, it only takes one rotten egg to spoil the whole bunch. And cattlemen are usually cattlemen because they love cattle and they love the work that goes along with raising cattle. So they treat their cattle with the utmost respect and are very humane about the way they treat their animals. Now that you know a little bit about the way beef is produced, let's look at how good beef is for you. Beef is a nutritious staple of some meals and should remain as one. Calorie for calorie, beef is the most nutrient-rich food there is, or one of the most nutrient-rich foods there is. A 3-ounce serving of beef provides 10% of the daily value of 9 essential nutrients and only contributes 10% of the calories in a 2,000-calorie diet. Beef also has the highest concentrations of nutrients in comparison to other proteins. Beef contains zinc, protein, phosphorus, iron, vitamins B6, B12, niacin, and riboflavin. And according to beef.org, beef is the #1 source of zinc, protein, and vitamin B12, and is the #3 source of iron. Fat is an essential part of a diet, but some saturated animal fats are not good for you at all. But there are 12 cuts of lean beef, so there's something to suit almost any taste bud. As a safe and nutritious food source, there are many more aspects to beef. Beef is a safe, nutritious, and natural way of receiving protein and some essential nutrients. Beef is produced in a safe way to provide the best and most nutritious product for the consumer. So next time you're enjoying a nice juicy steak, I hope you feel confident in knowing that it was raised safely and humanely to produce the best cut for your dining pleasure. And implants, this is an implant gun, and this is a wheel of implants. You just stick that in the implant gun and implant the calf between the skin and the cartilage in their ear, and it just slowly releases the hormones.
Okay. 5 minutes, 55 seconds. Yeah. Good speech.